My name is Nadia, 37 years old, and I've spent years carrying the weight of my family's disappointment. I sit in my quiet living room, the soft tick of a clock filling the silence, clutching a business card from a federal agent, Agent Carter, under your command. The words clash with the sneers from last week's family reunion, where they called me a failure. My heart pounds with a mix of shame and pride, the path ahead unclear but my strength growing. I grew up in a small town, the middle child of three in a family that prized achievement. My dad, Omar, was a school principal, and my mom, Sarah, a nurse, raised us to succeed. My older brother, Tariq, 40, became a doctor, and my younger sister, Layla, 34, a lawyer, both golden in Dad's eyes. I wanted to serve, joining the military at 18, then shifting to federal training at 25. But at 27, I left after a covert role, and Dad said, "You quit, Nadia." They saw me as the dropout, starting a security firm at 30, quietly building while they ignored me. Last week's reunion was a big deal, Dad's 65th birthday at our old home. Tariq bragged about his hospital wing, thanks to Dad's support. Layla shared her latest case win, Dad's pride. Dad beamed, my successes. I mentioned my firm's $30,000 contract, but Dad shrugged, small potatoes, Nadia. Mom added, you never finished anything. The room laughed, and I forced a smile, my chest tight with hurt. Tariq whispered, still a failure, his tone smug. That night, I couldn't sleep. Their words looped, Dad's shrug, Tariq's jab, the family's chuckles. I thought of my past, long nights in training, secret missions, earning respect I couldn't share. I called my friend, Sam, a former colleague, who urged me to document their words. I recorded the reunion on my phone, my proof starting. I returned to my firm, landing a $50,000 security deal with a 20% profit. Sam suggested proving my worth, and I planned a strategy, my resolve firming. I posted on LinkedIn, securing success, its views hitting 180, comments like solid work, lifting me. I saved them, my confidence stirring. The next day, I worked late, reviewing contracts, when Sam called. Nadia, use their doubt. Shine. I recorded it, his voice steadying me. I enrolled in a leadership course, aiming to boost my skills, and practiced a pitch, my confidence growing. I networked with a client, Mr. Khan, who praised my expertise. I tweeted, rising quietly, hinting at family slights, its retweets reaching 400. Comments supported, keep going. I saved them, my voice waking. At home, I prepared. I upgraded my security software, spending $2,000, and studied risk management, targeting a firm edge. Sam reviewed my recordings, suggesting a family meeting, and I planned it. I attended a trade show, securing a $70,000 contract, and connected with a mentor, Ms. Patel, who offered advice. I vlogged, building my shield, teasing my story, its views hitting 300. Layla called, come to dinner next week. Bring proof? I agreed, my move set. The tension began. Tariq texted, Dad's asking about your firm. Show up? I stayed quiet, focusing on dinner prep, gathering my achievements. The leadership course earned me a certificate, and I shared it on Twitter, its retweets hitting 600, comments lauding, true leader. I saved them, my credibility rising. The dinner loomed, and I arrived with my portfolio, nerves buzzing. Dad greeted coolly, still at that little job? Tariq smirked, no big wins yet. Mid-meal, Agent Carter walked in, spotting me. He saluted, Director, I served under you. The room froze, forks pausing. My family had labeled me a failure, but this moment promised respect. The dinner marked a turn, and I awaited their next move, doubt or awe, with cautious hope. They wouldn't expect my past, and I was ready to reveal it. The dinner's stunned silence still lingered as I left with Sam, Agent Carter's salute and my family's frozen stares replaying like a quiet victory. I woke each morning in my office, the agent's card beside a $70,000 contract, symbols of my hidden past and growing family tension. The family divide, their mockery, my unexpected authority, their shocked pause, had shifted, and I was ready to seize the moment, turning their failure label into respect. The path ahead was intense, but my resolve was unshakable. The days after the dinner brought a surge of momentum. Agent Carter called, his tone formal. "Director Nadia, we need your expertise for a case." I agreed, a $100,000 consulting deal with the agency, my past resurfacing. I framed the contract, a shield against family doubts. I emailed Tarek the news, "I'm working with the feds," but he replied, "Nice try, still a flop," his skepticism cutting. I saved it, my determination stealing. Sam suggested a family meeting, and I planned it, my strategy taking shape. I posted on LinkedIn, "Federal consulting role," its views hitting 350, comments like "impressive shift," lifting me. I saved them, my network growing. Dad called, his voice uneasy. "Carter knows you? Explain this." I stayed calm, "I led a unit, Dad." He sighed, "Don't embarrass us." I hung up, calling Sam, who advised recording talks. I logged a call with Layla, who sneered, "Agent story? Prove it," her doubt fueling me. I enrolled in a security certification, aiming for credibility, and practiced a family explanation, my advocacy sharpening. I tweeted, unveiling my strength, hinting at family slights, its retweets reaching 700. Comments cheered, "Show them." I saved them, my voice amplifying. At work, my revelation gained traction. The agency deal grew to $150,000, and I trained agents on a past protocol, earning praise for my tactics. Agent Carter said, "Nadia, you're a legend," unaware of my family's view. I presented the training, and my firm earned a $20,000 bonus, my leverage growing. I vlogged, "Past to Power," teasing my rise, its views hitting 500. Ms. Patel connected me with a defense contractor, Mr. Evans, who offered a partnership, my influence widening. The fallout intensified. Layla texted, "Dad's worried. Step in?" I stayed silent, focusing on the family prep, compiling my achievements. The certification earned me a badge, and I shared it on Twitter, its retweets hitting 1,000, comments lauding, "Security Pro." I saved them, my credibility mounting. Tarek invited me to a family lunch, "Dad wants answers." "Bring proof," his tone strained, my opportunity nearing. The family meeting convened at Dad's house, Omar, Sarah, Tarek, Layla, and a curious neighbor present. Over coffee, Dad opened, "Carter's claim is wild. You're no director." Layla added, "Still our failure." I stayed calm, presenting my portfolio, agency contract, certification, bonus. "I led a federal unit," I said. The room tensed, and I played Sam's voicemail, "Nadia, you're the real deal." Their faces shifted, my case undeniable. My revelation rippled outward. Mr. Evans partnered with my firm, valuing it at $1 million, and offered a $50,000 advance. The agency expanded my deal to $200,000, my earnings soaring. I tweeted, "From flop to leader," sharing my journey, its retweets hitting 1,500. Comments cheered, "You're a boss." I saved them, my voice resounding. Sam drafted a family apology, holding it as leverage. The meeting ended with Dad's reluctant, "We didn't know," a crack in their wall. The next family event, a community gathering, loomed. I arrived with Sam, my presence a statement, dressed in a suit from my bonus. Tarek greeted, "Dad's curious," his tone softer. Mid-event, Agent Carter appeared, saluting, "Director, your strategy saved us." The crowd hushed, my family's table freezing. I smiled, "Thank you, Agent." The moment ended, and I met their stunned stares, Mom's tears, Tarek's nod. Their failure label had hurt me, but this moment promised honor. The gathering marked a turn, and I anticipated their next move, regret or respect, with cautious hope. They wouldn't expect my command, and I was ready to lead. The community gathering's stunned hush still echoed as I left with Sam, Agent Carter's salute and my family's wide-eyed stares replaying like a rising tide. I woke each morning in my upgraded office, the $200,000 contract framed beside an old mission badge, symbols of my hidden authority and shifting family tension. The family divide, their shock, my proven past, their hesitant change, had reached a climax, and I was ready to claim my place, turning their failure label into a badge of honor. The path ahead was decisive, but my resolve was rock solid. The days after the gathering brought a wave of recognition. The agency upgraded my deal to $300,000, appointing me a special advisor for a national security project, and Mr. Evans' firm offered a $500,000 partnership. I displayed the agreements, proof of my worth. I emailed Tarek the update, "I'm advising the feds," but he replied, "Dad's skeptical," his tone guarded. I saved it, my determination stealing. Sam pushed for a family summit, and I scheduled it, my plan advancing. I posted on LinkedIn, National Security Advisor, its views hitting 600, comments like true leader, boosting me. I saved them, my network strengthening. Dad called, his voice softer. "Carter's serious." "What did you do?" I held firm, "I led missions, Dad." He paused, "We need to talk." I hung up, calling Sam, who advised a public reveal, and I recorded it, his voice steady, "You're in charge." I studied crisis management, enrolling in a course, and drafted a summit speech, my influence growing. I updated my Twitter, revealing my role, hinting at family dynamics, its retweets reaching 2,000. Comments supported, "Take the lead." I saved them, my voice resonating. At work, my authority deepened. The security project earned a $1 million grant, and my firm's valuation hit $2 million. Mr. Evans praised, "Nadia, you're a strategist, unaware of my family's past." I presented the grant, and the firm gained a $30,000 bonus, my reach expanding. I vlogged, commanding my future, teasing my journey, its views hitting 800. Ms. Patel connected me with a senator, Ms. Lopez, who offered support, my platform growing. The tension rose. Layla called, "Dad wants peace. Can we meet?" I countered, with proof. She sighed, "I'll set it up." I focused on the summit prep, compiling my achievements, contract, grant, partnership. The course earned me a diploma, and I shared it on Twitter, its retweets hitting 3,000, comments lauding, "Crisis expert." I saved them, my reputation soaring. The summit loomed, and I arrived with my portfolio, nerve steady. The family summit convened at a neutral hall, Omar, Sarah, Tarek, Layla, and a family friend present. Over water, Dad opened, "Carter's story is hard to believe. You're no director." Tarek added, "Still our letdown." I stayed calm, presenting my portfolio, $300,000 deal, $1 million grant, diploma. "I led a federal unit," I said. The room tensed, and I played Sam's voicemail, "Nadia, you're the authority." Their faces shifted, my case unshakable. My authority spread. Ms. Lopez backed a $2 million security initiative, and the agency promoted me to consultant lead, my earnings peaking. I tweeted, "From failure to force, sharing my rise," its retweets hitting 4,000. Comments cheered, "You're unstoppable." I saved them, my voice a beacon. Sam drafted a family recognition, holding it as leverage. The summit ended with Dad's reluctant, "We misjudged you," a crack in their pride. The next community event became my stage for closure. I arrived in a sharp suit, my presence firm. Layla greeted, "Dad's impressed," her tone softer. Mid-event, Agent Carter spoke, "Nadia directed our toughest mission." The crowd paused, lights dimming. I smiled, "Thank you, Agent." The moment ended, and I faced their awed stares, Mom's nod, Tarek's respect. Their failure label had hurt, but this moment promised dignity. The event marked a turn, and I awaited their next move, acceptance or apology, with cautious hope. They wouldn't expect my power, and I was ready to rule. The community event's odd pause still lingered as I drove home with Sam, Agent Carter's words and my family's respectful nods replaying like a victorious end. I woke each morning in my new office, the $300,000 contract framed beside a faded mission photo, symbols of my journey from failure to triumph. The family divide, their acceptance, my proven power, their quiet retreat, had reached its end, and I was ready to cement my victory, turning their label into a legacy of pride. The path had shaped me, and my strength had won. The days after the event brought a flood of success. The agency promoted me to regional director with a $500,000 salary, and Ms. Lopez's initiative secured a $3 million federal grant for my firm. I displayed the offer, proof of my worth. I emailed Tarek the news, "I'm a director now," and he replied, "Dad, speechless, a rare shift." I saved it, my hope solid. Sam suggested a family celebration, and I planned it, my win complete. I posted on LinkedIn, "Regional Security Director," its views hitting 1,500, comments like "Inspiring rise, lifting me." I saved them, my network of fortress. Layla called, her tone warm. "Dad wants to celebrate. Can we?" I smiled, "Yes, Layla." Mom texted, "We're sorry, Nadia, our bond healing." I called Sam, who cheered my journey, and I recorded it, his voice bright, "You've changed everything." I started a veteran support fund, donating $50,000, my success reaching beyond myself. I updated my Twitter, from flop to force, sharing my rise, its retweets hitting 5,000. Comments cheered, "You're a hero." I saved them, my voice a global call. At work, my triumph deepened. The $3 million grant led to a $2 million security upgrade, and my firm merged with a defense giant, valuing it at $10 million. Mr. Evans offered a $100,000 bonus, and the agency added a $50,000 award. I presented the merger, and the firm gave me a 25% stake. I vlogged, leading with honor, its views hitting 2,000, sharing my story's heart. The governor invited me to a security summit, my influence soaring. The family celebration convened at a grand hall, Omar, Sarah, Tarek, Layla, and family friends present. Over drinks, Mom opened, "We were wrong about you, Nadia." Dad added, "We're proud." I stayed calm, presenting my achievements, $500,000 roll, $3 million grant, fund. "This is my triumph," I said. The room warmed, and I played Sam's voicemail, "Nadia, you're a leader." Their eyes shone, my case clear. My triumph spread. The security summit earned me a $200,000 honorarium, and my firm's stock rose 70%, my leadership set. I tweeted, "Rising with respect," its retweets hitting 6,000, comments lauding, "True icon." I saved them, my reputation firm. Sam organized a family photo, a sign of unity. The celebration ended with Dad's hug, "You're our director," a healing moment. The next summit became my stage for closure. I arrived in a tailored suit, my presence strong. Tarek toasted, "To Nadia, our leader," and Mom nodded, "We're amazed." Mid-summit, Agent Carter spoke, "Nadia saved our unit." The room paused, lights bright. I smiled, "Thank you, Agent." The moment ended, and I faced their proud stares, Layla's grin, Dad's tears. Their failure label had hurt, but every mission, every sorry, every dollar earned had healed it. My fight was about proving my worth, not breaking them, and now, I shared that lesson. If you faced family doubt or risen in silence, this is for you, your time will come. Share below. Subscribe to Revenge Tempest for more triumph tales, and hit the bell for updates. Until next time, lead on.